y'all talking about? Come on in, chat. Let's see if YouTube sends out these notifications. YouTube be janky with the notifications. Every time I do a show, I get at least 2 or 3 dozen people hitting me up saying they didn't get the notifications. Come on, YouTube, stop bullshitting. YouTube be sending out hella notifications if I said that shit Tim Scott was saying. What's up, Tasha? What's up, y'all? People said they like the Q&As, and so I said, shit, let me do another Q&A. Live chat. Let me go hit live chat. What's up, Ty Ward? Who won the Cassidy versus Hitman battle? I don't know. I don't really fuck with battle rap like that. What's up, Kenneth Berry? What's up, Monique? What's up, Ty Ward? I don't know who won that battle. I didn't even know these niggas was battling. What was they battling for? What was the prize? That's my question. Got my green drink and shit. So what's this battle y'all talking about? Matter of fact, where do you even find these battles? Is it like a battle rap? Is it like a battle rap website or some shit? Hell yeah, Raws are the best. I get these on Amazon. 10 packs for $6. And I got 1,500 of these I just got. I ain't gonna need no papers for a good 9 months. Cassidy versus Hitman Holler on YouTube. Yeah, nah, I didn't watch that. Excuse my ignorance of battle rap. I have all kind of other shit that I'm into, but battle rap ain't one of them. What's up, Peace from Chicago? What's up, Big H? Is that Big H? Yeah. My dyslexia almost said, what's up, H Big? I said, I ain't missing shit. See, for me, I don't think music should be a battle. You know? I like music. I don't like if I want to see a battle, I watch boxing, I fight. I was hitting the heavy bag a little earlier today. If I want to battle, I'm watching a fight or a basketball game. You said, Ramon said, you purchased some Blue Kyanite. That Blue Kyanite's some good shit. Everybody don't have Black Kyanite. Blue Kyanite's more popular. I can't even begin to tell you all the stones that I have. But I do have this big old Blue Kyanite chunk over here. Hold on. I do got this chunk of Blue Kyanite. See this? They try to hit your ass for $100 in the store for this. My big pieces of Blue Kyanite. I got all kind of shit. Now I didn't watch Biden's bullshit. I started to, but no, I didn't watch it. Moldavite is the shit. Moldavite is nice. As a matter of fact, I just ordered me a new piece of Moldavite yesterday. It'll be here next week. Moldavite, you can only get that in Russia. Yeah, Ray Charles learned from Artatum. Yeah, Ray Charles, that's the thing about music. Everybody picks up on somebody before them. That's why I don't be getting into all that stuff, all that Prince versus Michael Jackson. People like to act like Prince, and this is no shade on Prince. I love Prince. I saw the motherfucker live 10 times. But when they be like, Prince wrote his own music, he played all of his instruments, I'm like, yeah. Well, if you're a musician, you understand a lot of people write their own music and play their own instruments and sing their own backgrounds. They just don't get the level of exposure Prince did. And then also Prince came around where the came around at a time where the technology made it to where he can do all that. But let's not forget Stevie Wonder was the first person to really get that done in the studio. It's a lot of people from the 40s, 50s, and 30s that could have done the same thing, but recording technology wouldn't allow one person to do everything, so they had to delegate tasks. Yeah, I wish the chat in this motherfucker would stay up. It kind of goes up and fades away on my end. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm over here trying to access the chat. There it is. Let me see. Yeah, Motivate. I don't know what I was smoking yesterday. I be smoking. I got all kind of weed. I be having weed in all kinds of jars. Got plenty. I don't know what I got. I got like 5 to 6 different strands up in there. I be gumboing my weed up. What's up, Green? Fort Green. What? Okay. Oh yeah, yesterday we was cracking jokes on Craig Facts. That shit was funny as hell. Who made them edibles? The Mexican homie. It's his spot I go to get my weed, this Turk Market. And the Mexican homie, he makes his own edibles. And them shits be. Them edibles he make get you fucked up. But Craig is also a lightweight when it comes to edibles. Craig is a lightweight. That's my dog. Craig don't smoke, so when he get an edible, he's woo. Let's see what y'all talking about. Ask me some questions. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what we are smoking. What is Motivate used for? A lot of things. One of the main things Motivate is used for is manifesting. It's a good power. It's a good stone for you to have on when you want to manifest some shit. I don't really do edibles like that. I'm gonna tell y'all my edible story. I used to do edibles all the time. I used to always do edibles. One night I had a whole brownie thinking nothing of it. I had eaten one of these style brownies before. This was back before the whole microdosing dosages shit thing was around. I ate that edible, and then I went something. Larry was over here. Me and Larry was kicking it. This is back when Larry lived in LA. I ate an edible, and I got so high. Then I went to go eat. And after I eat, I got even higher. And I was like, hey, Larry, man, maybe some coffee. I was about to pass out. This nigga was laughing so goddamn hard. And every time he laughed, I just saw the room spinning like this and shit. Nigga, I woke up like 5 hours later. The Laker game was on. And this when Kobe was still playing. Nigga, this when Kobe was injured. He was still running too fast. Went back to sleep, woke up, went to work all day the next day, high as hell. So I didn't fuck with edibles for like 5 years. I just picked back edibles up. I just picked edibles back up. Shit, since I've been on Craig Facts. Because they be eating them. Before that, I didn't eat edibles for a long time. So, checking in from Redwood City. What state is that? What state is Redwood City in? Somebody said, but I'm always high on Craig Facts. Well, actually, after the break, them niggas was clowning us. I was a little high. The clowning was entertaining. Like I had jokes for everybody, but nigga, that shit was so goddamn funny. I didn't need to say nothing. That's why You said they moving to SpaceX base to Long Beach Port? Good. I hope they leave Gardena. Shit. It would be great if this SpaceX over here in Hawthorne left and moved to Long Beach. Tired of all these fucking weirdo SpaceX motherfuckers moving around niggas. That'd be great if you're right, Kenneth Berry. Milwaukee check-in. Have you ever heard of Crantum? Nah, I ain't never heard of that shit. Never heard of that. You said so. Kenneth Berry said they're gonna leave all the equipment in storage. See, they building all these new apartments around here for that SpaceX. So you mean tell me they leaving Long Beach, Hawthorne? That's some good fucking news. Traffic used to be great over here. It used to be when you get off the 105 and take Crenshaw, you can get from Crenshaw to Rosecrans like that. I mean, from 120 to Rosecrans like that. Shit, now it take 20 minutes to get that, to drive a mile and a half because all them goddamn red lights. Because of SpaceX. He said you have family across from Lusinger, them niggas say on Rosecrans. What's up from Georgia? Man, that's what's up. Oh, what's up, Goose the Great? That's my nigga right there. Goose the Great, 5150. They done kicked that nigga off Facebook. How you kick a nigga off Facebook? Gooch be talking that real shit. That's why. What's up, Mark? What happened to Randy Short? Man, Randy Short got connection issues, man. For my show, I use Skype, and he can't get on the Skype for some reason. I don't know what it is. I just signed up for Zoom also, so hopefully if my Zoom works on my interface, I can get Randy Short back on my show. But right now, I can't get him on as long as he can't do Skype. So what's my thoughts on the military branch called Space Force? I like the idea of a Space Force. Just not run by these motherfuckers. Because you can see these white folks, Joe Biden included, they'll have a Space Force and try to shoot a rocket at one of them goddamn alien plane ships. And that alien ship will goddamn tie this whole planet up in a web and drag this whole out the solar system. Don't fuck with that alien technology. I don't think this Earth has the technology to fuck with what these aliens got. So they need to leave them niggas alone. Nigga said Randy sure got worse than cell phones than Charlie. Much respect, Rob Miller. Much respect. Much respect. I just be like, I like coming on here talking shit and passing information. I love passing information. I read a lot of information so I can pass it along. Why don't black people talk about Robert F. Williams more? I don't know. Maybe you should be the one to talk about him. Everybody can't talk about everybody. I learned something a long time ago, man. Each one teach one. As you learn, you pass it along. You can't wait on other people. Can't wait on other people. If it's something that you see ain't right and you think it needs to get fixed, that means it's probably for you to create the solution and to fix it and teach the rest of us. Oh, shit. Dropping joints. It means it's probably on you to teach us. What's my thoughts on young Pharaoh in segregated class? I like young Pharaoh. I don't know about this. I don't know this. What you talking about as far as segregated class? What are you talking about? I'm cool. Look, America's already segregated. America's never not been segregated. If America didn't give, if America wasn't segregated, they wouldn't need to gentrify black people out their neighborhoods. White folks would just move in and keep the prices the same, and niggas could stay. But this gentrification shit's going on to get us up out of here. No, I have never done LSD. My mushroom guy tried to sell me some LSD just last Sunday, and I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah, we need that segregation. You say you can't hear. You say you can't. What about now? I just plugged my mic back in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We do. We need black teachers teaching black children. Yes, we do. We need black teachers teaching black children. Look, before segregation, when black teachers were teaching black children, look at all the shit black folks invented. Just look at the list of black inventions from 1850 to 1950. From the elevator to the refrigerator, to the freezer, to the stoplight, to the gas mask, to the light bulb. Shall I keep going? All this shit happened when black folks was teaching black folks. What's my thoughts on King Randall? I have no clue who King Randall is. I don't know who 90% of these internet people are y'all be telling me about. I really be in my own world. If I be learning shit from people and then I go off into my world and apply it, I don't be knowing what other people on the internet doing too much. Yeah, that D-Lay and Billy Sorrell shit is crazy. I don't even want to get into that. I know both. I know D-Lay a little better. I don't. I just kind of say what's up to Billy. I don't really know Billy like that. I don't really know D-Lay like that. But I've been around D-Lay a lot more, and D-Lay has booked me for shows. But that nigga said on camera somebody sucked his woompty wamps. He said, one dude, for those who don't know, one dude went on camera saying his homie sucked his woompty wamps. Sucked the doom doom thum thums. I don't want to say the word because it just sounds gay saying it. One dude sucked another dude's doom doom thum thum. And these niggas is on the internet going back and forth about sucking the thing thum put pops. Dude got kids. Can you imagine being a kid and somebody going on the internet saying your daddy sucked his woompty thum tops? That sucks. What's up, Star? That sucks. But I just hope them two brothers get it together, man. But for him to go on the internet on FaceTime, and the crazy thing about it was, before Craig Facts yesterday, I had no clue it happened. Larry was calling me a lot the night before to let me know what was going on, because the dude that was on the video with Billy, that's Larry's homeboy, and Larry called him after the whole little video and got the debriefing of what went on. And Larry was calling me, but I was chilling with the wife. I wish I took that phone call, but I'm good, man. If one dude says another dude sucked this thum thumps, that means he really want that fade. For him to admit that. My only question is, after he gets that fade, is he gonna put the thum in his thump, or he just gonna let it go? Hopefully he just let it go. I don't want to see two grown ass men fight then fuck. I be buying these candles from Brown's shop at Craig Facts or Farside Studios. They sell candles. This is dragon's blood. So, nigga, I love my weed. I love my candles. Yeah, it's a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot going on. I feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his children. I just feel bad for the whole thing, man. Hey, Kenneth Berry, text me that. I mean, not text me. Inbox me that link on Facebook or something about what's going on with SpaceX. How do I talked about Umar on the Breakfast Club on my last show yesterday, a couple of days ago. I liked it. Ooh, I liked it. I like when Umar's on his shit. When Umar's on his shit, ain't nobody fucking with him. Problem is, he go from sane to crazy real fast. Let's see the Tim Scott response. Look, man, that's why I'm glad you brought that up. The Tim Scott response. Tim Scott ain't no better or worse for black people than anybody in the Congressional Black Caucus. Let me say that one more time. Tim Scott ain't no better or no worse than anybody in the Congressional Black Caucus. At least, what's up, Legion of Knicks? At least with Tim Scott, he's not playing. He knows he's not your friend. It's very obvious he's playing to white people. It's very obvious. Black society, man, I would go so far as to say Tim Scott is better for black people than 99% of the Congressional Black Caucus. I said it. And here's why. Always have a why for whatever you feel. If you don't have a why, it ain't worth feeling. Here's the reason why I say that. At least with Tim Scott, we know he's a fucking enemy. Black people will never be under any illusions that Tim Scott ain't fucking with us. We know Tim Scott ain't fucking with us. And when we know people ain't fucking with us, we move a little better. We got motherfuckers up there like Sheila Jackson Lee and AOC and resting with the good rest up there with the good Lord John Lewis. And you got niggas, you got Jim Clyburn right now. You see them up there, you think you have a friend. But those cats are pushing policies that are every bit as dangerous, if not more dangerous to you, than what Tim Scott is pushing. Monique said Umar trying to join the team again. See, Umar's family. But he that cousin you really don't fuck with like that. You want to fuck with him. You want to fuck with him, but he that cousin you like. But you know when that cousin come around, it's going to be a fight. That's what Umar is. You know when that cousin come around, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be some old memories being brought up that you don't want brought up. But when he's on, it's going to be the best party of the best family reunion of the decade. When he's on. Then he'll put up a video where he's fake talking tough and then answering the phone like, yeah. Then the phone rings. That shit was funny as hell. That nigga picked up the phone and the phone rang while it was on his ear. He said because he owe everybody $5. At least he bought the schools. He has the schools. Now he gotta get them open. Hopefully he does, man. I started seeing a lot through Umar, but I still, even though I started to see some bullshit, the way I look at it is, look, maybe he was just going through a rough time. Hopefully he gets it on board. And based on his interview, he might get it on board. My issue with Umar, my only thing with Umar is I just wish the brother Like it seems to me, he's very uptight. Like he doesn't like question. He can't stand to questioning. Umar needs a really good woman in his life. Umar needs a woman that can tell him no, nigga, no, just no, don't do that, do this. That's what he needs. He needs that. He needs that wife. That's a bit. That's, but not one of those dainty kind. Nah, the one that can get one that's a true partner. That's what he needs. If he, because right now he be a little bit high strung. But a good woman can get a man from getting hella high strung to back to focus on his mission. He needs a woman that can get him back on his mission. Yeah, his stance on interracial marriage is cool. You know what I mean? I don't have any issue with it, and I also I don't have any issue with people who marry interracially. Like, you know, it is what it is. Love who you love. Just if you marry interracially, make sure you love that chick. A lot of these cats marrying interracially, they don't really love who they love. They hate their mama, which they play that out through saying they hate black women, and then they go and marry something else. That's actually unfair to the white chick or the Asian chick or whoever you marry. That's actually unfair to her. If you're doing it because you hate your own. That's unfair to your kids. Because your kids going to turn out, your kids are going to be born whatever you hate if you black because you got the dominant genes. He said, I see the same, gave him pass. This nigga said in the shooting range. I'm not in the I'm in my garage. I'm in the man cave. I'm in the man cave. But I do got some shots. Oh, I got my punching bag up too. I was beating the shit out that punching bag the other day, or earlier today. Say what's up to Billy Holiday. Say what's up to Billy. No, it's not too late to sign up for the class. I'm glad you brought that up. My webinar is on Sunday. The link is in my link tree. It's not in this description bar because I didn't put anything in this description. I will afterwards, but it's in my link tree. I'll go to any other video, click on my link tree. You'll see the webinar link. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Sunday, May 2nd. It's going to be dope. Because we're going to be having folks... I'm going to be helping y'all with, like, helping you find, like, your path. Because once you find your path, I told you before, the book is all about self-motivation. Too many people say dumb shit like I'm motivated by haters. Like I say all the time, what if that hater has an epiphany and becomes your biggest ally? Are you done being motivated? I do this. People say a bunch of dumb shit. I do this because of all the people who said I couldn't do it. Nigga, you probably had one person that said you couldn't do it back in the 4th grade. Ain't nobody thinking about your ass. Niggas be way too self-righteous. I do it for the people who didn't think I could do it. Nigga, people is minding their own fucking business. They ain't thinking about you. Let's see here. He said he told your baby mama about him. How do I feel about Leah Cohen? Leah Cohen's a rat, bastard, scandalous motherfucker. But he has helped some people out. For every 10 he fucked over, one got done right. So if they felt like, I felt like shit. Instead of niggas apologizing for supporting Farrakhan, niggas need to apologize for not airing Leo Cohen out, leaving Dame Dash on a limb when he aired Leo Cohen out. Niggas said, I gotta stop getting Craig high. Look, man, Craig asked me for that shit, man. I had these edibles sitting right here. And I've been saying I'm bring them. I had these hoes sitting there for like 3 weeks. I kept forgetting to bring them. And Craig keeps saying, "Hey man, we gonna bring them edibles." I brought the edibles. He got high. Now you niggas blaming me for getting the nigga high. Blame his tolerance, not me. Craig got the weed tolerance of a 7-year-old. Let's see here. What else y'all talking about? Yeah, liar Cohen. You right about that? She said, "I'm married to black men can't do it." Ha ha. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do something like that's a good idea, Legion of Knicks. So Cleveland in the house, but I don't. I can do some stuff on what destroyed it, but I more so like to talk about what made it, what created, and what made it, because we can go a lot further if we have an understanding and a respect of what created it and how we created it and how we made it. So no matter what the fuck they do, we can keep on creating it. I have done one show on the white paper report though, way back about a year ago now. Did a show on how the music industry infiltrated in 1978, took out the live band sound, ended funk on purpose, ended disco on purpose, and started pushing in that 80s fluff music with them weird ass synthesizers. That was done on purpose to lower the vibration of our music. Yeah, I bought Bitcoin, but I don't know enough about that shit to be teaching it. So I just kind of do it for me. See, a lot of these motherfuckers go around, they'll get something, they'll figure something out yesterday and then come to you like they've been knowing it their whole life, teaching and bragging and shit. I understand Bitcoin, and I understand NFTs, and I understand all that, but I don't know it well enough to teach, so I don't talk about it. Some niggas want to be the expert in everything. Nigga, I'm only expert at a few things. Everything else, I don't know. And the few things I'm an expert at, I'm still learning on that shit too. When are black leaders going to call out Biden? Look, there are no black leaders. They're only black puppets with white money behind them. You got black people who work for MSNBC, black people who work for CNN, black people who work for the Lakers, black people who work for ESPN, black people who get paid by white money. They're not leaders. So no, they're never going to call out the people paying them. That's my garage. Hold on. I appreciate that, Rob Miller. Yeah, we have no leaders, so we can't expect them to turn it on. They're not going to turn on the people that pay them. Jane Elliott, fuck Jane Elliott. When the conversation of reparations came up, she started skipping and dancing and heeing and hawing. Fuck Jane Elliott. She's a race hustler. That's what she is. Jane Elliott hustles race. She doesn't want to fix it. The evidence is when reparations came up, she started scatting. A shoobity bop bop boop. But she couldn't say a word. So yeah, Jane Elliott can kiss my ass. Tim Wise too, fuck him. If you don't want to fix it through reparations, that means you just hustling race. You're right, Star. She said Native should get reparations. Native just got 2/3 of the whole fucking state of Oklahoma. Fuck them. Yeah, David John was forced to apologize. Hold on, you said Lizzo said fat shaming was the same as white supremacy? You said Lizzo said the same. What? Look, man. As a lifelong fat nigga, I was born 12 pounds, 28 ounces, nigga. I've been fat my whole goddamn life. fat shaming and white supremacy are two different things. Cool thing about being fat is you can lose it whenever you feel like it. I've been much bigger than I am right now. I used to be over 400 pounds. Now, I haven't been under 300 pounds since the 10th grade. That's funny, ain't it? But I'll probably beat you in basketball and I'll probably whoop your ass. So that's why I don't be tripping. But yeah, when I was over 400, that was too much. I had to get down. But I probably have more energy than you, and I could probably whoop your ass so I don't trip on the weight. Plus, I don't want to look like everybody can't look the same. Skinny niggas be looking like bitches. Like, even when I do lose weight, I ain't gonna get hell no, I ain't gonna get no 200 pounds. Nigga, I ain't been 200 pounds. You talk about that's where I was in middle school. I ain't been no damn 200 pounds. I might get down to about 270 maybe one day. 260 at the lightest. People talk all that shit, and no disrespect to the elder. He was a great elder. But Layla Africa did all that talking about health, and he died at 74 years old. My grandfather, when I went to go see him a couple weeks ago, guess what I brought my grandfather? Church's chicken. Guess how old he is? 97. Percy's 97 years old. Eating fat burger. And then motherfuckers be talking about, you need to do this. I be hearing some of these Hotep niggas talking about you need to eat certain foods to tap into cosmic energies. I'm like, shit. If my cosmic energy signature is dependent upon food, goddamn it, I want to try it because of all the pork and chicken I eat, goddamn it, I am tuned in well to the universe. The universe didn't tell me I have to eat a piece of lettuce and some sea moss to get communication with it. They didn't. I missed that conference. Them niggas talked to me directly. She said there's a system that oppresses fat people. No, there's not. Monique, you're right. We do need to fast periodically. We do, and I do that. I half fast. I fast like once a year for a weekend. Back in August, I did nothing but green drink, no food. I did no solid food, just green drinks for the whole month of August last year, and I'm doing it again this coming August. I've been doing all kind of shit. There is no fat shaming. No, there's no system that oppresses fat people. Now, there are, they make these little skinny ass seats. But them little skinny ass seats at stadiums ain't to oppress fat people. That's just capitalism trying to fit as many people in as they can. Oppress fat people. Why? Because you got to buy 2 plane tickets? I ain't got an issue buying 2 plane tickets because I don't like nobody sitting next to me anyway, fat or skinny. I'd buy a whole row if I was 137 pounds. Just so you stinking motherfuckers wouldn't be able to sit next to me. There ain't no damn oppression. And plus, look, as a fat person, look. If a nigga's girth is spilling over into your seat, the nigga do owe you some money. If you bought your seat and you got somebody's side stomach rolling over into that shit, then yeah, nigga, you owe that motherfucker for his seat. There ain't no oppression. That's business. Talking about some oppression. Look, elevators have a certain tensile strength, you dig? You can fit 6 regular people or 3 Lizzos. But that's not oppression. That's just math. You're right. You gotta love who you are, man. You got to love who you are. You gotta love who you are, no matter how you look. If you got a gap tooth, love them gap tooth. Them gap teeth. If you have a lisp, love that shit too. Lisp kind of a slight lisp is cool with me. But that heavy lisp, people that got a heavy lisp, I can't. After a while, it's like, okay, it just sounds like you lying, nigga. Like if y'all listen to Jason Black program, it's just one commercial. I'd be like, do these people want folks to actually buy the product? They'd be like, the spirit of 1811. I'd be like, God, within that said the spirit. Oh God, every time a commercial come, I'm like, she has to wring her mic out from all that spitting. Is this Daffy Duck talking? Like, I swear to God, anytime Jason Black says, I'm going to take a brief non-commercial, I hit fast forward. Because I never really watched live. I like listening to that shit on the replay while I'm driving. So I never really, but that, oh my God, I'm listening to Jason Black's program. He dropping good game, good information, boom, boom, good information. And then he'd be like, okay, I'm going to take a brief commercial, non-commercial break. And then out of nowhere, somebody coming on with enough spirits. Spirit of 18. Oh my God. Is this Launchpad McQuack talking? Shit. Man. What's worse, a lisp or a stutter? I don't know. I would say it's probably worse. See, I stutter sometimes, but a stutter, I used to stutter a lot. You can get rid of a stutter through patience. Stuttering comes from wanting to say too much and not being able to get it out at the same time. See, I still stutter sometimes. If you calm down, if you calm the fuck down, you can stop stuttering. That lisp, though, you just spitting on everybody. And we in coronavirus times, ain't nobody taking that shit lightly. You just going, niggas just getting wet, like, oh God, nigga, please, hey. You just, that nigga, did you just bleed on me, motherfucker? Let's see what else. Oh, y'all talking about DJ Show on the show? Yeah. Niggas was clowning Show yesterday. But Show had that fucking picture. That's his fault. I sent that picture to Brown like, hey, you got to put that shit up there. We ain't. Craig, actually, it was Craig that was like, we probably shouldn't. That's what he telling me. I was just like, man. And then Brown just threw it up there. And I'm glad he did. I love DJ Show. That's my dog. He funny as hell. But Show be coming down once every 2 months with a full clip, ready to crack jokes. So he had to get it. Yeah. We was clowning yesterday. Yeah. Craig Facts is a fun podcast. Then the other dude on there, somebody in the chat room was going in on homie with the glasses. The chat room was going in on homie with the glasses. Y'all was killing that nigga. Y'all was killing him. Where Brandon? Brandon been busy as hell. Brandon got some business projects going on right now. Matter of fact, I talked to Brandon yesterday. Brandon's a good dude. Don't let no bullshit get out there about nah. Brandon's still 100 with all of us. He's still in our group chat. Nigga just been busy as hell. This is a great channel. It's a channel called New Africa. Okay. I'm gonna look that up. New Africa. I'm gonna look that up. That nigga said he looks like a black Wii avatar. Man, y'all was killing him in the chat room. You say you play Warzone, Brandon? I need to play Warzone more. I be online on Call of Duty, but I never play Warzone. Like I play the other. I like playing the survival. I like playing the 3-on-3. I like playing different other game modes. I never do Warzone. I never do Warzone. Any tips on how to run a successful podcast? Be consistent. Be consistent. Because you'll learn as you go. Like this. I just started doing Q&As last week. Usually I was thinking like, I got to have a topic set up. I got to have it in my room, in my studio. I got to have it this way with my background up. As you do your podcast, you don't keep figuring out new shit to do. And then you go with what the people say. I did a live last week and a bunch of y'all said y'all liked it. So I just kept doing it. I was thinking Craig in here. nigga Craig talking shit as if I don't know that's this nigga talking. It says Craig Smith on the motherfucking chat. And Craig ain't slapping the motherfucking thing. This nigga Craig hands look like bear claws. You know the bear claws at the donut shop? That's how that nigga's fingers look. Craig got little hands and thick fingers. How your hands little but your fingers thick? Yeah, I would not want to get slapped by Craig. They ain't got thick ass fingers, dog. Yeah, but if you're gonna do a podcast, Rob Miller, just be consistent. You figure this shit out as you go. You just figure it out as you go. Yeah, right. Right, so Craig just woke up from that edible. Craig just woke up from that edible. I got some more. Hey, Craig, I'm bringing these tomorrow. I'm bringing these to the show tomorrow, Craig. I'll make sure that nigga only have half of one of these because Craig is on his album release tomorrow, so that nigga can't get too high. So this is gonna be for the rest of us. What are my thoughts on Kevin Samuels? I like Kevin Samuels more and more the more I see him. I like him the more I see him. Like again, it's always things you don't disagree with, but it's never gonna be a nigga. It's never gonna be a nigga on earth you agree everything with. This nigga said I'm half in a Demo chicken coop. Yeah, I be bringing these edibles. I was listening to Kevin Samuels with my wife actually right before I came on live here. We were listening to him together. It was on that one he did with about Ayanna Van Zett and how these chicks. Kevin Samuels be, like I said, there's parts I don't agree with, but he tell the truth. What's up, King David? You're right, Lars. You gotta eat the whole pack together. See, for me, I'd have to eat 2 of these packs to get high. Edibles don't get me high like that no more. If I ate this whole pack, I'd be slightly buzzed. Slightly. And I'd be buzzed for like 30 minutes and I'd be done after that. I'd probably have to eat 2 of these to get high. Craig has to eat 1 thing in here to get high. Yeah, Corey, I'm definitely gonna peep bug breaking. I'm gonna do a breakdown on bug breaking. I'm ordering it on Friday when I paid for the pre-sale, so I'll get another copy later on. But I want a copy now, and the copy I get later on, I'll give that to somebody. So I'm gonna order my copy on Friday. Tosh, you said edibles had you in the ER. I got I'm ordering bug breaking right away. So I'm ordering it on Friday. So hopefully I'll have it like Monday or Tuesday or some shit. Hopefully I'll have bug breaking. Because whenever I get it, I'm going to watch it. And then we're going to go live on this channel and talk about it. So what do y'all want me to do? Because I see there's a lot of people in here that said they're going to have it. Do y'all want me to do the breakdown of bug breaking right away? Or do you want me to wait to give y'all 1 week to watch it? What do y'all want me to do? Wait till next Friday after it's been out for a week? Or do my breakdown on Wednesday? You said wait a week? Or Don Smith said ASAP? Senator said right away. Damn, y'all 50-50. It's like every other comment is saying, I get an ASAP, I get a week, and then the next comment's ASAP. Okay, I just got 2 waited weeks in a row. 4 waited weeks in a row. Okay. Wait so everybody can see it? Give us a week, bro. Okay. This is what I'll probably do. I'll probably do my bug breaking breakdown. Now I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say May 9th. I was gonna do that Sunday. Nah, but that Sunday, my wife and I anniversary. I ain't gonna be talking to you niggas on our anniversary. Me and the wife's anniversary is May 9th. 7 years will be May 9th. But I've been knowing her since 93. And we've been together for 16 years, married for 7. Friends for coming up on 30. So I won't be talking to you niggas that Sunday. I appreciate the congrats. So yeah, either like that, probably the next day, that Monday. Well, if we don't go out of town. Let's see here. Somebody say y'all too old to be worried about a spoiler. Shut up. I appreciate that, man. On that white supremacist breakdown of clothing, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to do that show, man, because you know what inspired me to do that show on the breakdown of white supremacist clothing? I was hearing these brothers talk about gang life and in LA and gang code. And I was thinking to myself, and I'm not criticizing them, that's a necessary conversation to have too. But I was thinking damn, we spent a whole lot of time talking about what not to wear in black neighborhoods. But we never talk about these white supremacists who carry AK-47s to mow us all down. I'm sure black people understand how to dress in different neighborhoods. I'm sure we got that. You know, it's a lot of people talking about that. Let's talk about what these motherfuckers is doing to harm us, because they're not that sharp. They're not that innovative. Once these people kind of come up with something, they kind of keep doing the same thing over and over again. They're not that quick. You watch basketball, you know, same shit up here. And not saying all of them, but those who participate in a degenerate system like white supremacy and they want to carry guns, these people ain't that sharp. So the minute they come up with something, they stick to it. So all we got to do is point in that direction. We don't see it because we don't be knowing. We don't have these conversations with ourselves. We talk about everything else, but we don't talk about certain things to survive in this country. So instead of me complaining about what black folks don't do, I said, fuck it, I'll do it. That's all life is. The things that annoy you the most, that means it's probably your job to do it. What's up, One Punch Line? Did I get the jab? What do you mean yet? I'm not getting that shit. You never have to ask me, am I getting the jab? No. Not getting no jabs. I'm not getting the woompty wham boomty bams. I'm good. Somebody said backwoods a swisher. Neither. Raw papers, homie. The non-bleached. You're right. They're basic as fuck, Rob. So all we got to do is talk about it. That's all we got to do. And then black people are very sharp. The minute we see it, we can neutralize it. They only fuck us up when we're caught off guard. And we're caught off guard a lot. Yeah. Somebody said the Little Richard shot. Yeah, I ain't taking the whoopty whamps. I'm good. And I saw an article today saying they probably gonna have a pill for this shit out by December. Do y'all know this? Look, I meant to put this up. I'll probably put this post up on Instagram tonight. I meant to put it up like last week. I took some screenshots. Back in September or October, Trump said they'll have enough vaccines out for everybody by like April. NBC or one of them news networks is always talking about, oh, Trump is crazy. There's no way these things can get done. There's no way. He's just talking shit. Then when the hose came out and it was available for everybody in April, the same newspaper congratulated Joe Biden for doing it. But all they do is play games. All these media companies do is play games. They play games with us. We don't know. They don't know. And whatever they do know, if it's real, they ain't telling us. I be telling people all the time, man, when you learn history, when you learn whatever you learn, apply it to life. Like, apply that shit to life. 5150, what up, Cold Crush? These niggas told you in the media, if you look it up, do this right now if you don't know, or when I'm done talking. Operation Mockingbird. Google, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already do know this. But for those who don't know, Google Operation Mockingbird. Operation Mockingbird is when the government basically admitted in their documents, to planting seeds in media, in news. What the fuck make you think they stopped? What would you put your money on? Since they came out with that report, what would you put your money on? Would you put your money on they stopped, or they made it more discreet but bigger? What's your money on? Using your own logic. When it comes to Operation Mockingbird, would you bet on they stopped the program since they admitted to it? Or would you bet on they expanded the program but made it more discreet? Their behavior and their history tells me they didn't stop it. Their history tells me they just made it more discreet. So when you're watching the news, you're watching what they say, not what Dwan says, not me. YouTube, don't fuck with me. You're watching what they say they do. Put their own plants. You ever ask yourself this question? Why is an heir to one of the wealthiest estates in American history working 6 nights a week on CNN? Let me say that again. Why is an heir to one of America's greatest fortunes, the Vanderbilt fortune? Why is a direct heir of the Vanderbilt fortune on the news 6 nights a week? Why is he working that hard? Do you think he needs the money? If you don't know who I'm talking about Anderson Cooper. It's public information. He's an heir to the Vanderbilt fortune. Why is he talking so goddamn much? Is it, what would you just use your logic? I'm not going to tell you anything. Use your logic. Would you say he's doing it because he loves working so much or can use the money? A, he loves to work. B, he needs the money. Or would you say it's C, he has a vested interest in controlling where your attention goes? Because when you're heir to the Vanderbilt fortune, all of the money that moves in America moves through you. All them companies, the Vanderbilts, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, you know all the names. And since 2000, we have a new set of billionaires that's about to knock them out the water. But you know them old school billionaires, they all got their money in each other's shit. And in order to control the flow, you got to control the people through the information, or should I say misinformation. So sometimes certain people in the family got to roll their sleeves up and help do the dirty work. Next subject. He said, "Fat boy doing push around because love." I appreciate that, Lars Reed. Yeah, ask yourself, why does Jeff Bezos own the Washington Post? What does the richest man in the world need with a failing newspaper? Unless that failing newspaper is one of the 5 most important papers in America. LA Times, New York Times, Chicago Tribune, Washington Post. And the 5th is up for grabs. Did I say that right? I'm high. LA Times, Chicago Tribune, New York Times. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Washington Post. Well, maybe the Boston Globe is up there. Why does the... all you got to do... go back to the Spanish-American War. Why did America have a war? Let me make sure my dates are right, because I'm high as hell, so I'm not that high. I'm probably gonna roll another joint. Let me just make sure I got the right years. Yeah, I'm right. 1868, 1898. The Spanish-American War. How did the Spanish-American War get jumped off? History buffs in the room, in the chat room, tell me, who and how did the Spanish-American War get jumped off? The year was 1898. Who kicked that war off? No. India, no. He said Boo Capone. Roosevelt fought in that war. That's where the term Rough Riders come from. Roosevelt's Rough Riders, who actually, it was the black fighters that took the battle of the Battle of San Juan. Is when those black fighters took that hill, and the Rough Riders came along and Teddy Roosevelt afterwards and took the credit. All right, quick history. The Spanish-American War was jumped off by William Randolph Hearst. That musty bitch Patty Hearst's granddaddy. The Spanish-American War, if you're from California, if you've been in California, I've been up there plenty of times. I got pictures. Hearst Castle, William Randolph Hearst's house is up the coast. Beautiful castle. I've been there. He got real African artifacts from the Kemet, 3,000 years old up in that motherfucker. If you've ever been to the pool at Caesar's Palace, think about how much money this man had. The pool at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Las Vegas is a replica of the pool at Hearst Castle. William Randolph Hearst owned the Herald Examiner, and he kept instigating a war in Cuba. He needed to sell papers. Well, he didn't need to. That's what they say as an excuse. He was selling enough papers. He got greedy and wanted to sell more and wanted to instigate some shit. And what better way to sell papers than to start a war? So William Randolph Hearst started writing propaganda on both sides. Created the tensions that started with lies, yellow journalism. That old term of yellow journalism, that shit started with William Randolph Hearst. He brought that shit in real heavy. Yellow journalism starts with that. Watch the movie Citizen Kane. One of my favorite movies of all time. Watch Citizen Kane with Orson Welles. It's a film noir movie. Xanadu. Xanadu is Hearst Castle. Charles Foster Kane is William Randolph Hearst. Charles Foster Kane, William Randolph Hearst. Rosebud. If you want to understand William Randolph Hearst watch the movie Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane is a very important film to watch if you really want to understand how America works also with the wealthy. You can learn some stuff, you can learn some cool stuff through Black history, but if you really want to understand these motherfuckers, you got to go right to them and just watch them. Watch them. William Randolph Hearst. He started the Spanish-American War so he could sell newspapers. And that's how he paid for that mega castle in San Simeon called Hearst Castle. Through starting a fucking war. Fast forward. 2000. George Bush gets in office. Rupert Murdoch owns Fox News. His biggest investor is some motherfucker from Saudi Arabia. They get the propaganda going to hold tensions again with Iraq. Fox News puts out the bullshit propaganda right back at war. You can say Rupert Murdoch helped start the second Persian Gulf War. But you can definitely say William Randolph Hearst started the Spanish-American War. Somebody asked me, do I know about Cuba and the possible vaccine? Yes, as a matter of fact, if you look at my show from last year, if you watch my show from last year, I did a whole show. I did 2 shows with these brothers who actually worked with Cuba's medical team. His name was Obi. It was last March I did that show, and I think we did like an update on that. We did like an update to Cuba, like last August or like July, and we talked about the Cuban medical team going around killing the Wumpty Wamps. I'm not gonna say the name of that thing, but we all know what he's talking about. The whole medical crisis going on in the world right now. The Wumpty Wamps. So look up that episode. We broke down how Cuba was going around last March when this shit was new, just stomping all this the Wumpty Wamps out. Let's see, yeah, I got a whole 2 broadcasts on how the Wumpty Wamps is getting stamped out around the world. Who else is in it here? Yeah, Cuba gives free medical training. What other questions y'all got? What about the one in Texas? I don't know what you're talking about. Do we have a mosquito problem in California? Man, mosquitoes tore my ass up last year. Ain't no mosquitoes yet now because it's been hot and cold. Like it was like cold as shit yesterday, and tomorrow gonna be 81, and it's gonna be 65 again on Sunday. So we're not really, the mosquitoes ain't really here yet. But last summer, the mosquitoes fucked my legs up. Let me see here. Do I know why YouTube is removing Rizza Islam videos? Probably because he's telling the truth. Remember this. The truth stands on its own. A lie has to be told over and over and over and over again. So if somebody is lying and really spreading misinformation, if it's truly misinformation, it'll just go over people's head. Some people will try it, but it ain't gonna really stick. But if it's the truth, it might stick. That's why these places allow people to post all kind of bullshit. Because bullshit is in one ear and out the other. You got to be bullshitted 24/7 a day for that shit to stick. 24/7 a week. You got to be bullshitted for bullshit to stick. You go, try this. If you're one of the people who listen to the news, watch the news a lot, really care, go a week without turning on the news, without picking up social media or reading anything on social media regarding the news about what's going on in life, and I guarantee you, you're gonna feel better. So you gotta silence people who are saying things that'll probably stick. Read between the lines. I already answered the Randy Short question. Go back to the beginning of the video. We talked about Brother Short. Y'all know YouTube don't be fucking with him. I don't even know why y'all keep asking. Y'all know YouTube don't fuck with Dr. Short like that. Because he tells the truth. Would I ever do a call-in show? I've been thinking about a call-in show. I got Zoom now, so I can. I got Skype too. I just look at what be going on Jason Black's channel when people call in, and there's 2/3 of the people who called in are fucking idiots. And it'd be certain people who call in. It'd be certain people who call in to the show. I just want to show how much I love you and love it. Nigga, get to the fucking question. I just want to say, black man, you this, you that, you this, you that. Nigga, if you don't ask a goddamn question and move on, that's why I don't take up no phone calls. I don't like talking to people I don't know. I really don't. I get nervous talking to people I don't know. I either get nervous or I get annoyed. One of the two. I wouldn't get nervous with you motherfuckers. I'd probably just get annoyed. But it ain't personal. But if people call in and really have something to say, that would be cool. But I haven't experienced. When I did this show when this show wasn't popular. When I used to do the show at a radio station, and I did have callers, and I will say most of the callers were cool. I did have callers on Hotepish when Hotepish first started. For those of you who were listening to me when I was at Accelerated Radio, I was there for like a year, and I did have callers. I just didn't have no fucking listeners. The phone line was open, but niggas wasn't calling. I had a whole year of call-ins. Got like 15 calls for the year. But I had this one white dude that would call in. And if you look back on the same YouTube channel, go back like a year and a half, I spliced up a short little video of me, of that caller calling in, that troller. I had a troll that would call in, and he would just be white dude. He'd be like, ha. He would say a bunch of, he would just yell and be like, ha. I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but I could tell by the way he was saying that he was white. And I clowned the shit out of him. And it was funny too, because that same dude, this is like I said, this is back when Tariq was taking calls on the Sunday show. That same dude called Tariq's show that Sunday. I recognized, I was like, that's the motherfucker that be calling my show. And he would call like once a month. He would call like the first week of the month. Like the first Thursday. I did a show every Thursday. And so I started clowning that. I wish I would have a heckler. Shit. See, even on stage as a stand-up, I don't be getting hecklers. People don't be understanding, like, look, man. Yeah, you see a fat nigga, but I'm also 6'2" and quick. People don't heckle me. But I like hecklers because hecklers be fun as shit. Especially if I'm having like a okay set, my set ain't going that good. I wish you would heckle me. Butter Love, you used to listen to the show back then. Yeah. She know that heckler I'm talking about. But I wish I would get a heckler on stage. I'd be clowning the shit out of hecklers. I be clowning the shit out of hecklers. No matter how bad my set was going before you started heckling, I guarantee you getting funny right now. But yeah, I had calling that, but I had that one white dude that would call me all the time, like once a month. But outside of that, I had some cool callers. Yeah, like real life hecklers are the shit. I like that. Like the chat room hecklers on these broadcasts. The jokes may be like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I love to laugh. I will laugh at a good fat joke. I will. I promise you. But 90% of them jokes be sucking. I don't know if it's lost in translation because the way you thought it in your head, it didn't come out right when you typed it. But 90% of the chat room jokes be horrible. 7% be like, okay, that was pretty good. And 3% be funny as hell. 7% be like, okay. But the other 90% of these chat room jokes, I be looking at some of the shit y'all, like on Craig Facts. The shit they be saying about Dozy, most of the time, sucks. They get Brandon probably 15% of the time. Y'all be getting Craig pretty good. But still, it be like, but I know it's all love. That's probably why they don't really hit like that. Yeah, Buddha got a podcast. And Buddha also taught your mama how to 69 too, nigga. What's good, Adrian Taylor? Willie Beeman, yeah, y'all do be cooking, Brandon. Y'all do. But some of the times I'd be like, all right, stop. But I don't even get mad because I wish shows like this were around when I was younger. Shit, when I was like 19, when I was 16, I was king of them Yahoo chat rooms. I was king of them Yahoo chat rooms. Like my 11th grade, I don't do like my first year and a half of college, because in my first year and a half of college, I didn't have a car. I had to catch the bus to Santa Monica College. I'd be in them chat rooms going in Yahoo chat. African American teens, room 1. That's how you know I was in that motherfucker. From like 98, 97 to like 2000, maybe 2001. African American teens, room 1. We was in that motherfucker going in. I'm still in contact with motherfuckers from them years too. A few people. Yeah, them Hawaiian Punch jokes on Brandon shirts get really old. You know what else get old? And I like y'all in the chat room. The regular people on in the chat room on Craig Facts, y'all be going in on niggas that come in with them D12 jokes. I'd be like, nigga, do you really think you're the first person that thought that? It's 2,000 people in here going in second by second. And you jumped in and was like, hey, I'm the first person to think that. Send. Okay. But the chat room, y'all go in on niggas that do that shit. Like, nigga, them jokes is tired. And you'll see their whole confidence just, no more send. Hell yeah, Davey Lee, roll up. You'd be sorely mistaken if you're asking me where the food at. My fat ass eat the same few things over and over and over again. Burgers, pizza, tacos, and salad, nigga. I don't have no fucking palate. I don't eat beans. I don't eat rice. I don't eat potatoes. I don't eat. I just start. My wife was laughing at me. I just started eating potato salad last Thanksgiving. Yeah, 2020. I just started eating potato salad 2020. Thanksgiving. My wife cooked the whole ass peach cobbler. I didn't even touch that motherfucker. I don't like no damn peach cobbler. I like chocolate. The only sweets that I eat is chocolate. Don't give me no fruity nothing. Potatoes are nasty as fuck. That's why I don't like them. I'll do fries. But even fries, I just want just a little bit. I usually get a salad with my burger. I don't really fuck potatoes. They mush, especially mashed potato. Mashed potato and baked potato, I don't know how the fuck y'all eat that. The only way to eat a mashed potato or a baked potato is throw that shit in the trash. Same thing with rice. I don't like no rice. I don't like brown rice, white rice, Condoleezza rice. The only rice I like is Jerry Rice. That nigga went to the Hall of Fame. Number 80 for the San Francisco 49ers. That's who I like, Jerry Rice. That was my nigga. If it ain't Jerry Rice catching touchdowns, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with no Susan Rice. You better not ever bring me no fucking beans. Beans and man, shit. When I go to the Mexican restaurant, give me a tacos and a salad. Or if it's like the fast food restaurant joint, tacos and some fries. I do tacos and fries, but really, nah, I don't like. That's another thing. I don't like that braided Jerry Rice. When Jerry Rice got the little receding ass, nah. Jerry Rice, go ball. That nigga Jerry Rice held his hair on 9 years too long. I don't fuck with none of that shit, man. I eat the same 3 or 4 things. My wife, oh yeah. My wife turned me on. I got into these. I just had glass noodles. I got in like we went to this Japanese restaurant twice this week, Thai. I just found out I like glass noodles on Monday. Like I just started eating that chow mein shit last year. The chow mein noodles. I just started eating like the Chinese food last year. So if you ask me where the food at, nigga, I'm sending you to a taco stand. That's where I'm sending you. I don't eat no fucking ramen. I definitely ain't eat no goddamn pho. Pho stinks. Or they call it pho or whatever. Angel hair noodles? Nope, I'm good. Pho stinks. No top ramen. No, I'm so glad my parents had jobs. We never had to eat that shit. My sister really top ramen. I ain't eat that shit. Like, make me a hot dog. Nigga. Hell yeah, I'm a food snob. My fat ass eat the same shit over and over again. And my knee was so bad, I went just hella years without working out. But I'm back on it now. Y'all see the bike? Got these hoes. Got the virtual jump rope. My knees are feeling good. Back on it. And they say, your mama nickname is Tank. That's funny. Hell no, I ain't got no motor on my bike. What the fuck is the purpose of having a bike with a motor on it? Well, look, for people that gotta go to work, I get that. Some people like got the motor on their bike to get back and forth to work. But I got a fucking car. I don't ride no goddamn bike to work. My whole point of my bike is to get a workout in. That'd be some stupid shit to put a motor on it. But I got them big old thick 4-inch thick tires. Y'all see the picture on my Instagram? I got them thick ass 4-inch thick tires on that motherfucker. LA's not advanced. I got this shit on Amazon. And it got like a little counter on that motherfucker too. It'll tell you, well, you can't really see. It'll tell you how many fucking jumps you had, all that calorie shit. Hell yeah, I'm turning shit off so I don't lose my battery. Fucking with y'all. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see here. Of course, it's not the same as the real jump rope. The fact that it doesn't have a full rope makes it inherently not the same as a full jump rope. No one said it's a full jump rope. But you get the workout. You got the weight. Maybe the nigga ceiling ain't tall enough to get a full fucking jump rope. I'm in my garage. So you gotta do what you gotta do with the space that you have. You dig? What's my favorite NFL team? Fuck the NFL. A lot of these niggas was playing when they boycotted the NFL. I wasn't. And for me, the shit was bigger than Colin Kaepernick. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. You see, he done went quiet since Nike paid him. The problem with me in the NFL was the NFL called black people's bluff. And niggas folded. The NFL said, not only am I going to not bring this motherfucking Colin Kaepernick back, I'm going to tell you niggas to stand and not change the rules. See, here's my thing. If they changed the rules and said, okay, you got to stand for the flag, okay, I see the chess move, but okay, whatever. The NFL went so bold as to say, no, I'm not changing the rules. The rules don't state you have to stand up. But I'm white and I say so. So that's the fucking rules. I didn't like that move. And I'm not saying the NBA is better. NBA racist as hell too. But NBA understands business a little better. It's like you're in the system of white supremacy, all the shit racist. The corner store racist. The gas station racist. What you gonna do, not put gas in your car, nigga? So you gotta confront racism in America. You gotta be logical about this shit. People and get my book. My book coming out next week. No time to waste. The webinar is on Sunday, $29. Interaction with me helping motherfuckers find their passions and goals and shit. But you're gonna have to confront the system of white supremacy. It's everywhere. But you choose. For me, my choice on when I confront and work with the system of white supremacy is when they have at least the decency to answer my questions and halfway consider my point of view. I still know you hate me. I still know your white ass doing everything you can to undermine me, NBA. See, the NBA is pushing these non-FBAs as some extra good. Like, we all know Kevin Durant's the best basketball player in the NBA. Steph Curry, them niggas is up there. But the only foundational black American they push is LeBron. And if it ain't him, Chris Paul's been the MVP the last 2 years. He took Oklahoma City to the playoffs. Now he's taking Phoenix. Doesn't even talk about these niggas because he's black and American. If Chris Paul was from fucking Nigeria or England, he'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But since he's from Carolina, being great, and his name isn't Luca, they just act like he doesn't exist. The NBA wants to do a foundation of black Americans what baseball did in the 80s. Remember back in the 80s, you had Dale Strawberry, all them black niggas that was killing it, Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds. And now you got all Dominicans and very few niggas. The NBA wants to do that with these Nigerians and with these European blacks. And for me personally, I don't give a shit. I think niggas focus too much on basketball anyway. So if it happens, it happens. Niggas focus too much on that bullshit game anyway. Hell yeah, Giannis is overrated. 2 MVPs can't hit a mid-range jump shot. But I digress. The way the NBA interacts with us, I still see their bullshit. But they're not throwing it in my face. And I watch the game because I love basketball from a strategic point of view. Same reason why I used to love football. I like the strategy behind it. I could watch games on mute. Matter of fact, I do watch most games on mute. I listen to music. I listen to music during games. I don't listen to them dumb motherfuckers. I know more about the game than they do. But the NFL basically pulled their proverbial dick out and slapped black America with it. They said, we're not going to give you what you want, but we'll allow dancing to come back. You niggas like dancing, so okay, go dance in the end zone now. We approve it. It's funny how them niggas hate it. The whole time I watch football, celebrating in the end zone is one-upmanship. Oh, it's ego-driven. Oh, this, oh, that. Then the minute black people said we're not going to watch football, they said, okay, you niggas can celebrate now. I ain't like that. So from the bottom of my heart, fuck the NFL. No, I don't watch it. When I did watch, I was an LA Raiders fan when they had Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. And then I became like a Cowboys fan when the Raiders left LA. Because I wasn't about to follow them niggas back to Oakland. I grew up down the street from the LA Coliseum where they played football. So to me, they were always the LA Rams. I was a baby when it was the first time in Oakland. So I was an LA Raiders fan. So when they left, I became a Dallas Cowboy fan. And I was a Cowboy fan. Then when I saw the way the Cowboys did, where they blamed all their ills on Terrell Owens and acted like he was the problem, and not Romo choking every fucking playoff year, I was like, fuck the Cowboys. Then you saw Jason Witten and Romo. They basically isolated themselves from Terrell Owens. So I said, fuck the Cowboys. So after that, I was just kind of just someone who would watch football. Didn't really have a team. And then when that shit happened, I said, man, fuck the NFL. I was a huge Peyton Manning fan. I would watch every Peyton Manning. I had Sunday ticket every year, too. I would watch every Peyton Manning game. And I would watch Ray Lewis on defense, that coon-ass nigga. But when they pulled that shit on black people, it became fuck the NFL ever since. Let me see. What y'all talking about? Let me see. They're about the Olympics new rules. All night. The Olympics has new rules. I love the Olympics, man. I hope they had that shit this year. Would I drive a Charger or a Challenger? Neither. Them is nigga cars, and nigga cars get pulled over too much. I drive a Honda Accord and don't get pulled over. See, I used to drive an F-150. I drove that hoe especially when I had them 22-inch rims on it. I got pulled over a lot. When I used to drive my Chevy Tahoe, especially when I had them 22-inch rims on it, I got pulled over a lot. When I had my Audi A4, they didn't pull me over. When I had my Audi A6, they didn't pull me over. Why? Because the Audis weren't nigga cars. You know what a nigga car is. I don't even want the police looking my way. When I was in my Audis, I didn't get pulled over. And I'd be driving fast as hell, too. I'd be going 120 down a 105 freeway. I remember one time in my A6, I was going like 97, and the CHP pulled up next to me, looked in my car, kept going, like nodded. He was on a motorcycle. He didn't give a fuck. That's LA. Now I drive a Honda Accord. My second Accord. With my Accord, I never get pulled over. I drive fast as hell too. Especially on that 110 carpool where you know can't no cops be on the side taking speed. I'm hitting at least 105 on that motherfucker every time. I mean, at least 105 on that bridge, on that 110 bridge going through downtown. When I'm over there to correct facts, for at least I'm going to hit 100 every time. I drive fast, but I never get pulled over because niggas don't drive Honda Accords like that. Niggas drive Chargers and Challengers, so the police are looking for you motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, matter of fact, go ahead and buy a Charger or a Challenger and drive in front of me. That way the cop will get your ass, so that way I can keep dipping. Hell yeah, Hondas are dependable. My last Honda Accord, I had to get rid of it, but when I had it, nigga, I made the mistake because I was changing my own oil. I used I was supposed to use I used the right oil. I used the 5W20 that I could recommend it, but since I was over 100,000 miles, I should have switched to the 10W20. But I kept it on a 5W20, so the shit started evaporating. Nigga, I went to Vegas. And it was 121 days. 121 degrees in Death Valley going up that 15 through Vegas. My car had zero oil in it. I still made it to Vegas and back. No problem. Didn't stop nothing. But then when I turned the car on and started making this loud noise, I took it to the shop. They were like, you didn't have no oil. I was like, damn, if I don't have no oil now, that means I didn't have no oil in Vegas. And it was 121 degrees. And that Honda Accord never quit. I traded that bitch in 2 weeks later though. Like, I don't want to chance it. But I knew that when I traded it in, it only made that loud noise when the car was cold. So I made sure when I drove it around a block a few times before I took it in to trade it in, and I kept it warm. And then like when I was doing my negotiations, right before it came time, they test drive your car to make sure everything is good. Like I bought so many different cars, I know when they do that. And so right before, like right when we get to our negotiation time, when I know just before it's time for them to ask me to appraise my car for the key, I ran out to the car real quick and I turned it on. I was like, I got to get something out the car. So I ran to the car and turned that hoe on. And I let it run for like 3 or 4 minutes while I looked for some shit. And then went back inside. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to appraise your car now. Oh yeah, that's ready. So they turned that shit on. It didn't make that loud noise. I traded that bitch in that day. But yeah, I made it to Vegas 121 degrees, no oil. And I was like at 100, and the car had like 160,000 miles on it. My Accord now has 107,000 miles on it. It's only 3 years old. Had it for 3 years. Bought it brand new. 3 and a half. 3.5 years. 3.5 years. Coming up on 4. And I'm already at 107,000 miles. Did I speak on a Biden address? No, I didn't watch that shit. I think I might go back and watch. I did speak on Tim Scott. Tim Scott is no better or no worse for us than the Congressional Black Caucus. Ain't none of them shit. And don't none of them mean black folks any good. You said they making Cali people. They ain't making us do shit. They're gonna try. You're right. The best thing that happened to American cars was foreign cars pushing them. Because in the 80s, American cars wasn't shit. I was talking to my dad about that the other day. Them cars made in the 80s weren't shit. Early 90s cars, that's when Honda and Toyota came up. They say if you drive a red car, you're more likely to be pulled over. That's what I've heard. That's also why I've never had a red car. I don't want to find out. When I was in my Tahoe, when I was in my F-150, I got pulled over at least twice a month here in LA. At least twice a month. It was funny. I remember a few times I got pulled over right in front of Meghan Markle's house. Of course, I didn't know that she was going to be the next queen of England or whatever. But her house was on Angeles Vista. And I used to I found out, of course I found out later on. I didn't know that was her house when I got pulled over. But it's a stop sign on Angeles Vista. And I've gotten pulled over at that stop sign 3 different times and never got a ticket. It was just a nigga in the F-150. And her house was right there. I got pulled over in front of that hole a few times. By the CHP nonetheless. Somebody said she carrying me now. That was the cool thing about growing up in a View. Like when I started driving, when I got to driving age, my parents were living in View Park by then. And the cool thing about once you were all the way up in View Park, you was good. Because the Marina Sheriff Department don't really pull you over. Like, it's sad to see things get gentrified now, but in View Park, it's just fucking heavenly living there, man. Around all black people that had means, that weren't tripping on anything, no crime. Police didn't fuck with us. Now, when I would be driving down Slauson through 77 Division, LAPD, you get a little nervous. Then to the west of you is Culver City. You definitely don't want to fuck with them. To the south of you is Inglewood. And Inglewood, most of Inglewood PD is people who got hired when the Compton PD was disbanded. They disbanded the Compton PD. I did a video with Jayla, the self-esteem queen, this past June. Look at that video. I talk about how they disbanded the Compton PD, and the Compton PD raped her. Yeah, look up that video I have. The Compton PD raped her in the park bathroom on duty. And when that police department got disbanded, most of them niggas went to Inglewood and Culver City. So all around you was a bunch of bullshit ass police divisions. To the north was the Southwest Division. But once you crossed in the View Park, once you got on Slauson, and you knew you was in the sheriff division, it'd be like, I never got pulled over near my house. Well, one time that's because I had busted, my headlight was out. And that's because I put the headlight in, but I didn't plug it in all the way. And then he just let me know my headlight was out. Once he told me that, he let me go. That was the only time I ever got pulled over in View Park. But I knew once I got on Overhill, once I got on Slauson, once I got on La Cienega Slauson, and I'm in the sheriff division, I'm good. Because it's the Marina Sheriff, and the Marina Sheriff is full of black officers, full of black lazy officers who don't want to do shit, but go to Mike's Deli and drink on the job. That was so dope. But the shit changing now. He said, do I believe that Judge O'Brown and Tina Turner? Yeah, I do believe Judge was some of the Tina Turner stuff. Matter of fact, I got to text him again. We got to do another interview. I don't believe everything Judge says. Like, the shit Judge says about Kobe, that should be yeah, some of that shit was true back in the 90s. But hell, the nigga grew up and lived. And he don't ever talk about a lot of other truthful shit. He definitely don't be telling, when he talk about Michael Jackson. When Judge talks about Michael Jackson, I be like, nigga, no. Stop, Judge. But nah, Judge be dropping some real game, though. I love Judge Joe Brown. Did I ride bikes in the hood? Not in the early 80s, I didn't ride no damn bikes with y'all. In the early 90s, yeah, late 80s, yeah. I used to be all through the Crenshaw district on my bike back in the early 90s. All through the 90s, honestly. All through the 90s, I was all through the Crenshaw district on my bike. All through the Crenshaw district. Then we get on the bike path behind Fedco, where the water thing is. Ride the bike path out to the beach. Did that shit 3 or 4 times a week during the summertime when I was in high school. '88, I was out there on a bike, but I was more so on my bike. I was on the east side more so in '88. I was on Slauson and Broadway on my bike then. But yeah, like 94, yeah, I was always on my bike in 93, 94, 92. Yeah, all up there. We used to ride the bikes all through that motherfucker. All through the Crenshaw district, yep. And then we'd hoop at Chris's house on Hillcrest. He brought the hoop out to the streets. And then we lowered that motherfucker to 8 feet so we could dunk. Growing up in the Crenshaw district was the shit. And then moving up to the View Park late in high school, different experience, 3 miles away, but that was also the shit. We used to ride our bike up to Kennethon Park. They used to be, looking back, that was some dumb shit though. We'd ride our bike up to Kennethon Park, And I remember one time we caught them filming Power Rangers up there. You know when they was like filming the kicks? Woo! We caught them motherfuckers filming Power Rangers one time. Yeah, Chris is my nigga. I still talk to Chris. Chris Neal. It's a few Chris's on the Crenshaw District. I know a few Chris's. I don't think this Chris Pops was a sheriff, though. I don't think his dad was a cop. I don't know what his dad was, but I don't think he was a cop. Matter of fact, I know he wasn't a cop. But there's a few Chris's. One of my friends named Chris from the Crenshaw District, he dead. He got shot up. We used to ride our bike down. La Cienega. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. How the fuck was I 12 years old, riding the bike down La Cienega with them fast ass cars coming around the corner? Ain't no in hell I do that right now. But when you 12, you don't give a fuck. We get that momentum coming down that hill from Kennethon Park, merge right on La Cienega. Let's go. Kids do dumb shit. You say you used to ride through Inglewood. Inglewood and Ladera had too many goddamn hills. I used to ride around Inglewood and Ladera. Well, we would go up Baldwin Hills. Sometimes we go up in Baldwin Hills, ride to the top of the hill, then ride down that hill. That shit used to be fun as fuck. I'm about to get up out of here, though. Remember, my webinar is coming up this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday. Let me say it one more time. This coming Sunday. It's only $30, $29.99. If you seriously at that point to where you need to get motivated internally and find those gifts inside of you and bring them out, that's what this is for. I'm gonna help you out with that. Self-motivation guidebook. The book will be on sale next week on my website, breakthroughas.org. Y'all done? Let me see. I can't even see no more chats anyway. Yeah, but yeah, get that shit. Get the webinar. For sure. Y'all have a good one.